Hello everybody, this is beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii. I'm on a nice 3-day layover here, courtesy of my company. I'm on the west side of this particular hotel. You get the ocean view right there, just a little sliver of the ocean in view. The east side of this particular hotel gives you a much better view. It's a nice view of Diamond Head. Alright, anyway, today I'm going to take a couple minutes to tell you how to solve the Pyraminx three-dimensional puzzle. I just happened to be going through a gift store recently, and I encountered this particular Pyraminx. It kind of reminded me of my childhood. I had one when I was a very young child, and I would say right around 7th grade is when it disappeared. I think a friend might have swiped it, or I must have left it somewhere. Not exactly sure what happened to it. So I hadn't really messed with one since I was quite a bit younger. But I happened to find this one. It looks like it's changed around just a little bit. It looks like the tape have kind of a metallic, almost like a guilloche pattern manufactured into it. Interestingly, the Pyraminx is older than the Rubik's Cube. A lot of people don't know that. The Rubik's Cube was designed in 1974 by Rubik, and the Pyraminx was designed in 1970. So its design and patent dates back further than the Rubik's Cube does. There are over 1,000 of these three-dimensional handheld puzzles. The most famous one was the Rubik's Cube, and this one is the second most famous one. And I'm just going to take a moment to solve this particular one, just to show you how simple it is. In this first video, I'm going to show you how to solve an individual side. And then I'm going to show you on my second video how to solve the entire puzzle. And there you have it. It's as simple as that. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so again, in this first video, I'm going to show you how to solve an individual side of it. And I'm just going to go ahead and mix this one back up, kind of the way it was before. And mix it up in some kind of a random pattern, really doesn't matter. There are over 75.5 million possible combinations that these pieces can all be arranged in. They have an exact number. It's like 75,580,620 or something like that. I forget exactly what the number is, but they do know exactly how many different ways you can scramble it. Alright, so keep mixing it up a little bit. Alright, let's solve for an individual side now. The first step in being able to solve the entire Pyraminx, obviously, is being able to solve for an individual side, and you're going to find that solving an individual side is more challenging than solving the entire puzzle. There's a learning curve associated with being able to solve an individual side. But once you understand that, you crack the code on it, then it makes solving the entire puzzle very, very easy. So, to get started, why don't we solve for the yellow side? You can see that with the Rubik's Cube, there's one center piece, there are 4 edge pieces, and there are 4 corner pieces on each side. The Pyraminx is a little bit different. In the Pyraminx, you have 3 center pieces. So you get this is a centerpiece, that's a centerpiece, and then this is a centerpiece. You also have 3 corner pieces. That's a corner piece, there's another corner piece, here's another corner piece. The 3 remaining pieces, right here, and right here, are edge pieces. The first step is to solve for your center pieces. So in other words, what we want to do is we want to bring all of the center pieces for the yellow on the same side. So let's take a look around it. And you're going to find as I solve it that I have to rotate it around and kind of see what's going on. We got 2 of the center pieces are right here, but we need to bring that third one in. So in order to put 3 center pieces on the same side, and this is where it requires a little bit of problem solving in your head, you got to figure out which side, and only one side are you going to be able to put all 3 center pieces together. So there we have it. You got our 3 yellow center pieces all on the same side. Step 2 is to solve for your corner pieces, and that is very, very easy. Your corner piece is always going to match your center piece. So no matter which center piece is showing, there's always going to be a corner piece that's going to match it. So there you go. And there you go. So now we have our center pieces and our 3 corner pieces solved, and now we have to solve for our 3 edge pieces. And it's only a coincidence that all 3 of these are blue. That wasn't by design. They just happened to fall that way. So your edge pieces are the most complex ones to solve. Requires a little bit of rotating in your head. Okay, we see that we have this piece right here, this particular edge piece, and you can see that this edge piece would fit right here. Does that make sense? What you can't do is simply chase this around to try to catch that edge piece. You'll never catch it. Now we're back where we started. So in order to make this edge piece go right here, we first have to move it out of the way. So I'm going to move that down. I'm then going to bring this one across, and then I'm going to bring it back up into its original position. Now we can see we brought this edge piece adjacent to this particular centerpiece, and we can then rotate it back. So now we brought this edge piece right here. It was originally right here. We brought it to right here. So let's review that a little bit. Let me rewind. Put it back right exactly the way it was before. Okay, once again, we saw that this edge piece will fit in here. Okay, so in order to put this edge piece right here, and this particular side right here, we need to first move it out of the way. Bring that across. Bring that up. And then put it back into position. Okay? So that was what that one was right there. We now have 2 edge pieces remaining. And here's an interesting situation right here. We need to make this edge piece fit in here or here. But first we have to move it out of the way. So let's move this across. We're going to move it out of the way. Move that back. And this at one point was right here. So now once again we're in a situation where we see that this particular edge piece right here would fit right there. So once again we have to move it out of the way, bring it over, rotate that upwards so that that particular edge piece fits into place, and we rotate it back to center. And the only thing we have to do right now is solve for this remaining edge piece. And so let's find it. Looks like it's right here. Alright, so we need to make this edge piece fit down here. Sometimes things just don't look like they're going to match perfectly, so in that case, you just make it look like it's going to match. Okay, well, we just rotated this 2 turns upwards, and we can see that, once again, we're in a situation where this particular edge piece is going to match right there, right? So it's just like before. Rotate it down. Rotate that across. Rotate that back into position, and voila. We've solved for our yellow side. Pretty slick, huh? So, solving for an individual side, like I said, requires the most amount of practice. But once you understand and you kind of get the moves to where you can solve for that one side, it makes solving the rest of the puzzle very, very easy. So in the second video, I'm going to show you how to solve I'm going to show you how to solve the entire puzzle. Hope you enjoyed this particular video, and check back in for video number 2, where I will show you how to solve the entire Pyraminx, just like I did at the very beginning of this video. Alright, we'll talk to you in a bit. Take care.